Hello, my name is D. Campbell and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're going to be talking about depression codes and how to make certain you're avoiding denials and how to properly code for them. This is going to be a quicker video, just I think 4 slides in total. Real quick image and job aids about it. Don't worry about if you see me covering anything up on it. I will be sharing the slides in my drive as usual. And welcome to the video. So depression has 2 different categories of codes that you'll find. We have the F32 and the F33 family of codes. The main thing that I want to point out that you see a lot of people make the mistake on it is F32 is episodic depression, while F33 are your major and recurrent depression. So very often you'll see a patient's chart have both an F32 and an F33 code on it. As you will see, F32 excludes F33, and thus vice versa, they will exclude each other. So just make certain when you're reporting a patient has depression, make certain you're only using one of the 2 codes. Use either episodic and then use either recurrent. If you have both together, you are guaranteed to get a denial. And then as you can see, both are also excluded by bipolar codes, so never report a depression code with bipolar. Obviously, depression is expected symptom in bipolar disorder, so if you report both, you will have denials. So if a patient truly has only depression, make certain you're reporting to the highest level of character possible. Try to avoid these unspecified depression codes. As guidelines clearly state, we're only supposed to use unspecified when it's the best possible code to use for the record. But otherwise, make certain to report to the highest level. Generally speaking, what I'll see happen is providers will report an episodic depression with a major depression just because it's severe at that moment, and that's what's happening. So they're trying to show that information. Instead, if you code to the highest level, you will find these severe recurrent depression codes. So when someone has recurrent depression and it's severe, make certain you report that kind of code instead of reporting a single episode code with a major depression code. Another one to watch out, though, for a major denial is other fatigue. Other fatigue is an excluded one of F33 depression because obviously fatigue is an expected symptom with depression. But it's very common that a provider is going to want to order labs to try to rule out if there's another medical reason maybe for that depression. So just make certain you clearly document it in your notes that you are ordering these labs for other fatigue and you're trying to find another reason for it. Because then what will happen is if you document it clearly, coding will then separate the labs. As long as they're separated from each other, it'll be completely fine and you won't deal with a denial issue. But obviously if you have a depression code on, let's say, a CMP, you're probably going to get a denial because usually insurance is going to be like, why are you ordering a comprehensive metabolic panel with just depression? But if you have it documented properly and then the R53 can be assigned, you have a way higher chance of them accepting it. Schizophrenia, I just wanted to quickly mention schizophrenia. We're not going to go into it because that's just going to be a different video. But there are quite a few of the depression codes that do get denied with it as well. So just make certain if you ever are reporting depression with a schizophrenic or a schizoaffective code, make certain it's not a depression with psychotic symptoms. If it's any of the .3 versions, you will get a denial because they cannot appear together. And finally, to wrap it all up for mental health codes and the codes to watch out for are these R codes here. The R40 through R46 are known as your sign-in symptoms for mental health conditions. As you'll see, R46 excludes every single F code. So just make certain you never report an R46 with a depression code because these codes will get denied with it because all of these symptoms are expected or a part of depression or a part of one of these F codes. So just watch out for that. If you're reporting one of these R's with it, you will get a denial. While all the rest are type 2 excluded. So just watch out for it in the sense of as long as your documentation reflects it, you will be good. We won't go in huge expanse on excluded. Please watch my video on excluded diagnoses and how that works for that. And then finally, just want to point out that once again, these .3 versions of the depression codes will exclude all the hallucination sign and symptom codes, because they're going to go hand in hand. If we're going to be having psychotic symptoms, they will get excluded from it, is what happens. And that's it. That's how you do depression coding. So just make certain, the key wrap-ups on this is make certain you only use one of the depression codes in one of the family at a single time, either an F33 or an F32. If you're ordering labs for fatigue, make certain you clearly separate it in your notes, so that way the labs can be ordered with only fatigue and you won't have any denials. And then other than that, just watch out for using these R46 codes with depression. And then make certain if you're using any of the other R40 through R45 codes, make certain your note is pretty clear about why you want to include these codes with it. And that's it. That's depression coding for you. Thanks for watching my video. Have a wonderful day. I have way more videos and I'll be releasing a lot more here coming. So please like and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you and have a wonderful day.